Hey everyone, how's it going? On this video we're going to look at getting this Ducati 600 Super Sports seat reupholstered. So my Ducati 600 SS has come down to three things that need to be done. First was going to get the seat reupholstered, second get the bike recommissioned by a mechanic, and third get the fairing painted. On this episode we're looking at getting the seat all tidied up. So let's go back to where it all began and actually start repairing the seat. So this is the seat off the Ducati. As you can see, it's all breaking up there. The leather's had it. It's not too bad here, but it needs to be recovered. So on a few Facebook groups I actually asked, is there any motor trim reupholsterers for vehicles that people would recommend? And I did get a few good recommendations, and I'm just getting a few quotes. But I also had one of my friends contact me and said, I've actually got a spare seat, but it's off an earlier model, so it might fit, we'll give it a try. So I picked it up and it's in pretty good condition. It's a bit worn here and here, but that will get me through until this one gets redone. The main difference I can see is the numbers are identical, being 595.1.013, and that's 595.1.013, but the early one says 1A and this says 1C. Now the only difference I can see is the actual latching system. So we're going to swap them out. Not an exact fit, so gonna have to. Looks good though, but not an exact fit. So I'll have to get the other one reupholstered. I'll give that one back to the previous owner because you never know, someone else could need it. I ended up making some inquiries and finding out a good local reupholsterer, and I put it out there on Facebook. Best suggestion I can make when you're reupholstering a seat, get on the local motorcycle forums in your area and put it out there and see what the common positive response is. And in my case, it was a guy working out of his garage in the Liverpool area. He came highly recommended by the Ducati Owners Club. So I contacted him and he was more than happy to take on the project. Anyway, I dropped the seat over to him and here's the end result. So you'll get a lot of negativity from people referring to a lot of home operations as backyard operations, and some of the times it's justified, but there can be times where it's not warranted at all. Quite simply, the person running the business can't afford the high fees of renting a workshop or something, so they're quite happy to work from home. So how do you sort out the good from the bad? Well, make Facebook your friend. Get on all the local forums for motorcycles, especially the places like Ducati Owners Clubs, things like that. Those guys won't cut corners in most cases looking after their bikes. So definitely get on their forums if you can. Put questions out there. And in this case, all I did was put out, who do you recommend to have a seat reupholstered? And I come back with some very positive responses for the guy I used in my area. If you want to find out who it was, just look up the Ducati Owners Club in New South Wales and type in seat reupholstery and their name comes up all the time. But for those of you who aren't in Sydney, make Facebook your friend and you'll be able to get a whole heap of information. Jump on forums where people specialise, where people share your passion for your make and model of motorcycle, and information is like gold. And especially if it's the same information over and over again, that's generally going to give you an accurate indication of whether it's going to be good, bad, or otherwise. Okay, so that's your end product. As I said, really happy with this seat. Very professional done. Look at that lovely red stitching there. It's going to look really good on the bike. And when the bike's ready, we're going to put the seat on, and hopefully by the 4th or 5th episode, you're actually going to see how good the seat looks on the bike itself. So I almost forgot, how much does this actually cost? Well, the seat itself costs $350 to get reupholstered, but what he did, he actually, for an extra $50, he actually put in a gel type of foam. It's better quality foam, which gave better support. And in my condition, being 115 kilos of a bony ass, you really need as much padding as you can get. So, although it sounds expensive, by the time you actually buy the material, I saw that online for anywhere from $100 upwards. And by the time you buy, the staple gun, the staples, and do it yourself, and you're paying for people's knowledge and experience. And the end result is, for this one, was excellent, where I could have done a half-assed attempt and got it nowhere near as good looking as this. Also, he was able to mix fabrics. You can see that nice weave through there. There is no way I would have been able to do this. So overall, very happy. So definitely budget between $300 and $400. Even a larger shop, I think the cheapest I was quoted for something like this was $285. And who knows what quality that could have been. Could have been just as good, but you never know. But because this one was highly recommended, I stuck with the recommendations, because in my opinion, word of mouth far exceeds any sort of advertising budget out there. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. If you found this video interesting, please like, share, and if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next vid.